Pioneer fans, Pioneer Women's Varsity Basketball is live and on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on a Friday night at the main gym at Pioneer High School, where it is the crosstown rivalry renewed. Pioneer versus the Skyline Eagles. Pioneer 2-7 on the season, Skyline 5-4. Taking a look at Pioneer thus far this season. They started off with a loss, that versus Dearborn 56-23 back on December 3rd. They had a loss versus Belleville 88-18. They beat Ypsilanti Lincoln back on December 10th, 64-24. They lost to Temperance Bedford then on the 12th, 43-33. They lost to Perrysburg, Ohio. That was 64-49. On December 17th, they beat Huron by a score of 66-25. Then on the 1st of this month, they fell to Brooklyn Columbia Central 56-46. They lost to Monroe 62-43 and lost to Saline 40-29. Taking a look across the way at the other squad, Skyline. They started off with a win versus Green Hills back on December 3rd at 57-25. They lost to Petersburg Summerfield. That was a 57-48 loss. They beat Salem on the 11th of December by a score of 50-43. They beat Ypsilanti Lincoln by a score of 52-32. They lost to Dexter 57-27 on December 17th. They beat Whitmore Lake 41-11 on December 19th. They fell to Flint Hamady 44-33. They lost to Temperance Bedford 55-27 back on, that was the 10th of this month. And on the 14th of this month, they beat Huron by a score of 45-31. So a little bit about these two squads out there. Taking a look as 3 minutes and counting here. The JV contest was a nail-biter between these two as it came down 25-23. Pioneer with the 2-point win, and it was a lot of defense. These two squads, Pioneer had 19 points at the end of the first half, Skyline was 17, and both squads only scored 6 in the second half. So a defensive-minded game between those two groups. Here we'll see what happens between the varsity squads, as both of these squads would love to get a big win versus their rivals, especially Pioneer wanting to hold serve at home. So Coach Hicks is going to do what he can to keep things going with this team. For Pioneer, head coach is Tyrone Hicks. Assistant coach is Fred Webster. On the other side, it's head coach Mike Lovelace, and then Allison LaCroix and Mark Marshall are the assistant coaches over on the Skyline side. As we have 2 minutes left to go, let's play a couple messages really quickly from the MHSAA. Then we'll turn it over to Michael, our public address announcer, for the starting lineups. And we will get going here. Skyline at Pioneer Women's Varsity Basketball coming up next.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important. Between the lines in athletics and outside those lines.
We're going to switch over as I believe Michael is going to get on the public address here in just a moment. Pioneer in their home whites with Pioneer and block lettering across the front, numbers in purple on the front and back, purple trim, and white shorts. Skyline is in the dark black jerseys. They have the numbers in light blue on the front and back. Skyline in script, in cursive on the front, and they have the black shorts with the blue trim on them as well.
And the Amber Pioneers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats and face the USA flag for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to meet your starting five. First, for the visiting Skyline Eagles. Starting number 2, Zoe Reichert. Number 3, Jane Jordan. Number 10, Faith Falvos. Number 21, Cindy Jordan. And at number 32, Abby Yuan. The varsity head coach is Mr. Michael Lovelace. Assistants are Allison McClue and Mr. Mark Marshall. And now for the Amber Pioneers. Starting number 5, Jordan Davis. Number 11, Ray Powell. Number 13, Isabel McEwen. Number 23, Trinaje Bullock. And number 30, Riley Rayford Esau. The varsity head coach is Mr. Tyrone Hicks and is assisted by Mr. Fred Webster. And now our officials tonight are Grease Club, Billy Mitchell, and Sam Dodd. Thank you for coming out.
As we appreciate Michael up on the public address announcement there. We're getting ready to go. 8 minutes up on the clock. Jordan set to take. So again, out there for Skyline, you have Palm Boost Jordan. Across the way, that'd be back over there would be Palm Boost. We'll go through that. And that would be Jane Jordan. Coming ahead with it, Pioneer with possession as Powell has it. Paul right at the blockade. Powell gets it over to Jordan Davis. Now into the near corner. Bullock with it. Bullock working around that top of the key. Over to McEwen. Now Rayford Isom on the far sideline. Rayford Isom. Bounce pass. Bullock has it on the far wing. Now back over to Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom works her way into the far corner. Rayford Isom now coming around the three-point line. Back to Powell. Powell back out by the blockades. Powell over onto the far wing. Hands it off to Rayford Isom. Over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis Dribbles to her right, bounce pass over to McEwen, top of the key. McEwen hands off to Powell, three-pointer for Powell. Head off the back of the rim, trying to pull it down. Skyline with it. Quickly the other direction is Jane Jordan. Out.
Ball goes out of bounds. Possession. Skyline.
Inbound, Ewan. Ewan looks to her left, now her right as Bullock steals it away. Bullock coming down the near side of the paint, up with the left hand, strong but a foul. As getting her from behind was Reichert. That'll be Reichert's first foul. 7:06 left to go here in the first. Bullock to the line. She's shooting to Bullock. Spins the ball. Now bends the knees, puts it up. Puts it in, nothing but net for Bullock. That's the first point of the game. Now Bullock again. Yeah, alternating which leg she bends the knees on. Now she'll bend both of them, putting it up. Off the back of the rim and in. Rattled around, hit the glass, but in. 2-0 Pioneer with the lead. 7:03 left to go. Skyline quickly ahead as that's up with the left hand and in for Pombus. So Pombus has her first points of the game, and it's 2-2 with 6:51 left to go. Powell coming down for Pioneer on the far wing. Powell on that far sideline right in front of the Skyline bench. Powell gets a screen from Rayford Isom. Powell back along the blockades. Over to Bullock. Bullock into the near corner for Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis working her way around the three-point line. Comes top of the key. Now over on the far wing. Jordan Davis trying to get down the paint, but a whistle blown.
Fouls on Skyline, number 32.
Ewan picks up her first foul. Second on Skyline. 6:30 left to go. 2 fouls on Skyline, none for Pioneer in this first half. Or in this first quarter. Jordan Davis, inbound right in front of the scorer's bench. Gets it over to McEwen. Now coming down the near side of the paint. Jordan Davis puts it up. That off glass. Wouldn't go. Skyline with the rebound coming ahead with it. All knotted up at 2 apiece. Ewan has it on the far sideline. Gets it over to Reichert. Reichert working her way down the three-point line. Now comes top of the key. Moving it back over to Ewan on the far wing. Watched by Rayford Isom. And handed off. Trying to come in with it as that was Pombus with it. But a whistle. So McEwen picks up her first foul of the game. Pioneer's first foul. Skyline to inbound baseline right with 6:07 left to go. Reichert to inbound. Reichert gets that in over to Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan dribbles to the far elbow. Now kicks it back. 2-pointer for Reichert, or 3-pointer for Reichert. Wouldn't go down. Bullock trying to get the rebound, but Pombus with it. Pombus back over to Reichert. Reichert top of the key. Over on the far sideline to Pombus. In the far corner. Trying to work her way down as that's Sadie Jordan. And up, docked away, coming the other direction. Here comes Powell. Powell on the far sideline. Powell looking to her left and her right. Now calling out signals. Powell working against Jane Jordan. Powell down the near side of the paint. Knocked away out of bounds. That will stay Pioneer ball. 5:31 left to go here in the first. 2-2 is our score. Knotted up. Jordan Davis, the inbound underneath her own basket, baseline left. Gets it on the far sideline to Powell. Powell thought about it, steps back, puts up the three, off the side of the rim. Pulls down to the far side, wouldn't go. Picked up, here comes Skyline the other direction. We're still tied at 2 apiece. Jane Jordan into the near corner. There's a three-pointer, rims out. Second attempt for Pombus to take a three-pointer, wouldn't go. Knocked away all the way back, but gathered up by Reichert. Off of the deflection from a Pioneer player. Reichert down into the paint. That knocked down, pulled down, grabbed by McEwen. McEwen over to Powell, quickly ahead to Jordan Davis. Now Rayford Isom up the baseline, up, rolls around, out the front. Hit every part of the rim, but wouldn't go down. Rayford Isom with the ball back. Now Powell, top of the key, gets a screen to the near elbow. Into the near corner, Jordan Davis for 3. That off the glass, wouldn't go, but Bullock with the rebound for Pioneer. Bullock steps back for a long 2-pointer. That off the glass, off the side of the rim. Jordan Davis with it in the near corner. Now coming down, Bullock into the paint, high off the glass and in. Bullock with 4 points, and it's 4-2. Pioneer with the lead with 4:24 left to go. Skyline quickly ahead down the near board is Palm Boost putting it up, hit off the side of the glass, but a whistle. As both teams looking to push the ball.
Pioneer foul is number 13.
So that would be McEwen's second foul. 2 fouls on Pioneer, 2 fouls on Skyline in this first quarter. 4:19 left to go here in the first.
Ball out of bounds.
Ball to be inbounded, baseline right over there by Lovelace. Lovelace kicks it out high. That pulled down by Ewan. Ewan on the near wing, hands it back off to Palm Boost. Palm Boost down the far side of the paint, stolen away by Pioneer. Quickly the other direction. That's grabbed by Jordan Davis into the paint, off to Rayford Isom on the far wing. Rayford Isom down the baseline, off the side of the rim, bounced around a couple times, but up and in as that's Michael Davis who puts it up. That's her first points of the game, 6-2. Pioneer with the lead. Full court pressure as breaking that is Yuan for Skyline down into the paint. Yuan trying to put it up, spins around, up high off the glass, wouldn't go as that's a rebound by Powell quickly ahead. 6-2, Pioneer with the lead. Jordan Davis into the paint, puts it up off glass with the right hand. That rolls around and in. Jordan Davis with her first points of the game. 3:30 left to go. Here is Jordan Davis with the block. Trying to knock away that pass, but out of bounds. Skyline with the ball. 6-point lead for Pioneer. 8-2 as they have really turned some good defense and some good rebounding into a 6-point lead. 3:28 left to go here in the first. Let's step away and play a quick message from the MHSAA.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We cannot have the games we love without the officials, so you don't have to like every call, but they do have to be there for the games. This is a foul. Knocked away in the backcourt. I believe that was, oh, they'll just say it was knocked out of bounds. So Pioneer has it, baseline left, Powell. Gets it out, that grabbed as Michael Davis coming down, up off the glass and in. Michael Davis with 4 points at 10-2. Pioneer with the lead. Skyline quickly ahead. 3:18 left to go here as Pioneer player Jordan Davis kind of ran over the back of the Skyline player. So Skyline to inbound on the far sideline right in front of the scorer's bench is Yuan. Rayford Isom watching the inbound pass. Cortina comes in for Pioneer as well as Sadie Jordan for Skyline. Sadie Jordan back over there replacing Strauss. Now they'll move that inbound pass by Yuan right in front of the Pioneers bench. Brought back over, right cart over onto the near wing. Now trying to make her way around is Palm Boost. Back Yuan, top of the key. Down Palm Boost coming down the far side of the paint. That up and in, but a traveling call. That'll go over to Pioneer. 3:08 left to go here in the first. 10-2, Pioneer with the lead as Hartley gets it into Powell. Powell coming ahead with it over half court. Now racing into the far corner. That put up by Cortina wouldn't go. Jordan Davis with the rebound. Up and in. Jordan Davis. She has 4 points, and it's 12-2. Pioneer with the lead. Yuan trying to bring it ahead. That's stolen away by Jordan Davis. Up with the right hand, finger rolling in. Jordan Davis with 6 points to lead all scores. That will be timeout called as Pioneer 14 and Skyline 2. 3 fouls on Pioneer, 2 on Skyline. Let's play a quick message again from the MHSAA.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We're live here at the main gym on the campus of Pioneer High School. Our Pioneer versus crosstown rival swing battling in women's varsity basketball.
Ball to the Eagles.
That ball, Skyline will inbound, baseline left. As Sadie Jordan to inbound. Hartley watching the inbounds, trying to cover that. Skied all the way back out. Grab back over there by Lovelace. Now coming ahead with it is Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan to the near elbow. That kick back over to June Jordan. Now a three-pointer up and in by Reichert. So Reichert, it's her first points of the game, and it's a big three-pointer. That makes it 14-5. Pioneer with the lead. Pioneer has the ball as Cortina gets it over on the near wing to Bullock. 2:18 left to go. Here is Bullock. Loses the handle, tipped away, coming the other direction is Reichert. Reichert into the paint. Reichert puts it up off glass, little too strong, pulled down by June Jordan. That one wouldn't go as Bullock gets the rebound. Powell the other direction over midcourt for Pioneer. Powell coming over onto the far wing, watched over there by Reichert. Powell hands it off to Cortina. Cortina all the way over to Hartley on the near wing. Hartley comes top of the key, gets his screen back over there by Michael Davis. Three-pointer by Powell from the far sideline. Tipped away, Bullock over to Hartley. That off the glass wouldn't go. Michael Davis with it. She's surrounded, knocked away. Coming the other direction is June Jordan for Skyline. Bounce pass down the far side of the paint wouldn't go as Reichert's shot went off the far side. That one wouldn't go from June Jordan.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds off of that shot. Pioneers ball. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 14-5, Pioneer with a 9-point lead. Is going to take a rest, Michael Davis and Cortina. Hartley to inbound, baseline right, gets it over to Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom brings it up the far side of the paint. Rayford Isom over midcourt. Now Rayford Isom trying to hand it off to Grecken. Rayford Isom comes down into the far corner, puts it up and in. Rayford Isom with a big two-pointer. That made it 16-5. As stolen away by Pioneer. They couldn't sink it down. Pioneer picks up a foul. Bullock picks up the foul there, so that ball's going to go over to Skyline. They will inbound baseline left, as that's going to be putting it together. Racing ahead is Sadie Jordan down the near side of the paint, put up by Strauss. Wouldn't go, pulled down by Jordan Davis. Rayford Isom with it down the far side of the court. She's bumped out.
Foul is on Skyline number 31.
It's going to be a foul on Strauss. So she'll pick up her first foul. 4 fouls on Pioneer, 3 on Skyline. Pioneer with the 11-point lead. Rayford Isom comes top of the key, dishes it off over to Jordan Davis on the far wing. Into the far corner, Grecken puts it up, and off the rim, pulling it down. Rayford Isom tracks it down, and then out of bounds. 39.9 seconds left to go. Pioneer up 16-5. Jordan Davis will inbound on the near sideline. As watching the inbound is Sadie Jordan. Inbounded to Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom over onto the far sideline. Rayford Isom stops, hands off. As Grecken with it. That is going to be a travel. That's going to go over to Pioneer over to Skyline. 31.6 seconds left to go, 16-5. Pioneer with the 11-point lead. Skyline to inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. Bringing it down the near side. Here comes Reichert. Reichert gets over mid-court, over half court as that is going to be a foul that going to be on a screen? That is going to be on Jordan Davis as she was trying to avoid the contact on the screen and just wasn't able to, bumped into the Skyline player. That is the 5th foul, so that is going to put Yuan to the line. So into the bonus now. Those fouls will reset at the end of this quarter. So they now reset at the end of each quarter instead of at the end of each half. Yuan to the line, trying to get this down to a 10-point game. Off the back of the rim, wouldn't go. One more opportunity for Yuan. 16-5, Pioneer with the lead. Yuan trying to get it to a 10-point lead. Jordan Davis comes out with 2 fouls. Cortina back in for her. Yuan spins the ball, bends the knees, toes the line, eyes the rim, puts it up. Off the back of the rim, pulled down by Bullock. Pioneer with the ball ahead, 22 seconds left to go. Stolen away, up that off, rolls in. That is going to be Sadie Jordan with the points and 1. And she was fouled going up.
Basket is good. Foul is on number 30.
So Rayford Isom picks up her first foul.
Shooting at the line, number 21, Sadie Jordan.
9-point game. Sadie Jordan with the opportunity to get down to a 7-point game. Sadie Jordan bends the knees, eyes the rim, puts it up, puts it in. Excuse me, that was a 3-point play there for Sadie Jordan, so that gets it down to an 8-point game. Rayford Isom double teamed on the near sideline, gets it back over to Kraken. Over now, grabbed by Cortina. Cortina down the far sideline. Double teams aplenty by Skyline. Hartley gets it back over to Cortina. Now they're thrown up by Grecken and just misses to the near side. That will be at the end of the first. It is 16-8. Pioneer has Skyline doubled up. The fouls will reset as let's play a little push on a few messages from the MHSAA. We'll be back with your second quarter action. Happy to be back and broadcasting again, as we had to take a month and a half off because my wife ended up having to have 2 back surgeries. She's still working on recovering, so she's not with us running camera again as of yet, but hoping she's recovering and doing my best to take care of her and deal with things. And we're happy to be back. We are, after this game, though, 16 games away from our 1,000th broadcast. This Arbor Broadcasting starting in 2016. So kind of big milestone coming up ahead. Riker on the blockades for Skyline, down by 8. That into the near corner. Now dished off by Hewitt. Trying to get it into the paint, spinning with it. That put up, little too strong. Back there by Sadie Jordan. But controlled the ball. Reichert has it. Reichert coming onto the blockades. Manages to keep the ball from going over midcourt. Reichert onto the near wing, watched by Powell. Reichert gets a screen. Powell works underneath it. Reichert passes it off over to June Jordan on the far wing. Now here comes Yuan down the far side of the paint. Up off the side of the rim over on the far wing. And ahead to Powell. Powell over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis down the near side of the paint. Up with the right finger, rolling in. Jordan Davis leads all scorers with 8 points. And it's Pioneer 18, Skyline 8. Skyline brings it in. Reichert puts it into the far corner. Trying to fire it all the way across, tipped away. Hartley had it, but knocked out of bounds. They're trying to get June Jordan, and she was cutting down the baseline to put it up. 7:03 left to go here in the second. 18-8, Pioneer with the 10-point lead. And ball brought in by Hartley over. Jordan Davis brings it over midcourt. Jordan Davis comes on to the far wing, hands it off. Powell for a 3. Off the rim, trying to pull it down. That picked up, headed the other direction. There's Sadie Jordan into the paint, puts it up. She got tied up with Powell, as that is going to be, I believe, a foul on Powell. We will see. Yep. So Powell is going to pick up her first foul. That is the first foul of the period, I believe it is. It was in the act of shooting, so Sadie Jordan to the line to shoot 2. 6:46 left to go here in the second. Jordan dribbles, bends the knees, puts it up. Off the front, the back, the glass would not go for her. Falls off to the near side. One more coming. Try and get it to a 9-point lead by Pioneer. Up and nothing but net for that one. So Sadie Jordan splits the pair. She has 3 points, and it's 18-9. Pioneer with the lead. They have the ball with 6:40 left to go. Jordan Davis over midcourt, coming down the far wing. Jordan Davis into the down the baseline, spins it around, and fell off as it went all the way around the rim. Trying to get it ahead is Yuan. Over now. Here comes Sadie Davis. Sadie Davis all the way ahead to Palm Boost, who puts it up off the glass, but a little too strong. Reichert trying to get to it. She ends up out of bounds. That's going to be Pioneer's ball as Pioneer will inbound baseline right. Hartley to inbound. 6:21 left to go here. 18-9. Pioneer with the lead. Hartley into Powell. Powell brings it down the far sideline. Powell over midcourt. Powell working against Reichart. Over. That's grabbed Bullock. Bullock gets it over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis down into the paint. That's going to be a double dribble. That will be Skyline's ball. Down by 9. 6:08 left to go here in the first half. Sadie Jordan inbound. Grab Reichert, bringing it ahead. Reichert coming down the far side of the paint. Reichert now gets tied up. That's going to end up with a foul on Hartley. So Hartley picks up the foul. 2 fouls here in this quarter with only less than 2 minutes have expired. 1 minute, 57 seconds. Ball into the backcourt. June Jordan trying to get around Bullock. June Jordan coming down the far sideline. Double dribble. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. 5:58 left to go here before halftime. Hartley to inbound right in front of her own bench. Bullock comes out to get a breather. McEwen in for Pioneer. Michael Davis is going to inbound. Michael Davis gets it into Powell. Powell over half court. Powell calling off signals. Powell all the way over to Jordan Davis on the near wing. Into the near corner. And working her way around Michael Jordan. Back to Jordan Davis down the far side of the paint. Up and wouldn't go as Michael Davis found Jordan Davis, but she cut down the far side of the paint, just would not fall. Jordan Davis at the line, 5:43 left to go. Up, falls off. It's hit the back of the rim, fell off to the near side. One more coming for Jordan Davis. Trying to get it back to a 10-point lead for Pioneer. Jordan Davis puts it up and in. Jordan Davis with 9 points. 5:43 left to go here before halftime. 19-9, Pioneer by 10. Skyline brings it ahead as Palm Boost has it into the near corner. Double team. Palm Boost trying to work out of that. Hands it off over to June Jordan. June Jordan. And on the near wing, McEwen watching her, and that goes out of bounds. Tipped away by Pioneer. That is going to stay Skyline ball with 5:26 left to go. Lovelace in for Skyline as well as Kakarla. June Jordan goes out. Looking to inbound it. Sadie Jordan all the way back into, trying to get to backcourt, is stolen away by Jordan Davis. And a foul whistle. Strauss picks up her second foul. Now both teams have committed 2 fouls in this quarter. Jordan Davis inbound on the far sideline, right in front of the Skyline bench. Bounce pass. McEwen gets it back to Jordan Davis, floats it into the near corner, put up by Powell for three. Off the rim, pulled down. As that's grabbed by Kakarla. Kakarla up the near wing for Skyline, gets it back over to Lovelace. Lovelace down the far sideline over to Reichert. Reichert right on the blockade. Skyline down by 10, 5:04 left to go. Here before halftime, trying to work her way in was Strauss. Knocked down, loose in the paint, picked up. Here comes Powell for Pioneer the other direction. Powell over midcourt down the far sideline. Powell steps back, gets a screen from McEwen. Powell, top of the key. Now bounce pass over to Jordan Davis on the far sideline. Jordan Davis works her way down the baseline. That up, spins all the way around. Wouldn't go down. Rebound grab by Sadie Jordan, headed the other direction. And on the far sideline, Lovelace with it there. Top of the key now underneath that. Put up and in by Reichert. Reichert with 5 points. 19-11. Pioneer with an 8-point lead. 4:25 left to go. Powell with the ball for Pioneer down the far sideline. Powell comes down the baseline, stops, puts it up a little too strong, pulled down by Lovelace. Pressure by Pioneer in the backcourt, but Lovelace able to get it out over to Strauss. Strauss kicks it back over now, over mid-court. Sadie Jordan gets it into the near wing. Lovelace with it there. Lovelace into the near corner, hands it off to Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan lofts it, top of the key, tracked down by Reichert. Reichert just inside of midcourt. Reichert into the paint, bounce pass, shot on the near baseline, would not go for Lovelace. Here comes Pioneer the other direction. As that comes down, up and foul. .342 left to go. Lovelace picks up her first foul. Jordan Davis goes to the line, shooting two. Bends the knees, puts it up. Off the back of the rim, kind of goes down and out. She's had a couple that have kind of rimmed around and would not find their way down through the net. 3:42 left to go before halftime. 19-11, Pioneer with an 8-point lead. Jordan Davis trying to make it a 9-point lead. Jordan Davis bends. Puts it up. Again, a tough luck miss. Hit the back the front of the rim and popped out. She's had a couple of those that just refused to go down. Skyline with the ball. They'll inbound. Baseline left as Yuan will inbound with 3:40 left to go. Pioneer up 19-11. Double team is pressure in the backfield, or in the backcourt, excuse me. So full court pressure. McEwen picks up her second foul, or third foul, excuse me. So Skyline to inbound, baseline left, Ewan. There, Ewan. Bounce pass over to Lovelace. Lovelace gets it back to Ewan. And it's it back over to Lovelace. It's full court pressure, making it difficult now. Racing ahead with it is Giannis. Up and in, that's scored as that's put in by June Jordan. June Jordan with her first points of the game, and it's 19-13, 6-point game now. Pioneer up 3-13, but Skyline trying to close the lead. Bullock up the paint, puts it up. Ends up crashing as Yuan goes down, and I believe they'll say that is a foul on Yuan. So Yuan picks up her second foul. That is going to be, it's going to put Bullock to the line. 4 fouls on Skyline, 3 on Pioneer. Bullock again alternating the legs, bending, now bends them both, puts it up. Off the back of the rim. The back of the rim has not been kind to Pioneer thus far in this game. So Bullock missing the front end, looking for a little redemption on the back end of this pair of free throws. Trying to make it a 7-point lead, Bullock. Bends the knees, puts it up. Off the front of the rim, would not go. Pulled down by Skyline with 3:07. Pressure in the backcourt. June Jordan bringing it up the near wing. Jordan Davis trying to knock that away. Reichert gets it over onto the far sideline. Tipped out by Lovelace. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. 2:57 left to go before halftime. 19-13, Pioneer with the lead. Jordan Davis gets a breather. Grecken in for her. Bullock inbound right in front of the scorer's bench. Bullock gets it to Powell. Powell brings it over midcourt. Powell calling out signals, getting folks where she wants them. Powell comes to the top of the key. Powell to the near elbow, puts it up. Off the rim, pulled down, wouldn't go. Hartley trying to get the rebound, but that pulled away by Skyline. Fired ahead by Giannis. Now with Reichert having it. Reichert lofts it into the far corner for June Jordan. June Jordan, double team there. Now coming in, floating it up off the glass. Wouldn't go for Giannis, but Giannis ends up down on the court. She gets fouled. They'll make it 4 fouls on each team in this quarter.
Foul is going to be on number 15 for the Eagles.
So Cortina picks up the foul. That is her first foul. To the line shooting is Giannis. Giannis puts it up and off the back of the rim. Would not go. One more coming for her. 2:31 left to go here in the second quarter. Giannis bends the knees, puts it up. Off the glass to the near side, but a whistle. Pioneer's ball almost looked like it might have been a lane violation. But it's Pioneer's ball, 19-13, 6-point game. Jordan Davis back in for Pioneer. Bullock to inbound, baseline right. Now Powell brings it up the near side of the court. Powell right on the block. A's comes over midcourt. Powell now over on the far wing as she's working back there against Riker. Now down into the far corner. That put up by Cortina. Little strong. Bullock trying to get to it. She couldn't get everything on it because she was fouled.
Skyline foul, number 21.
As that is going to be Sadie Jordan picking up her first foul. Pioneer in the bonus, so Bullock to the line shooting 2. Bullock puts it up, that in. So Bullock has 5 points, 3 free throws, and a 2-pointer. Bullock looking to get another big point here, make it 6 points for her on the day. And make it an 8-point lead. And up and in by Bullock. So Bullock with 6 points, and it's 21-13. Pioneer with the lead. Quickly ahead is Riker for Skyline. Down the near side of the paint, trying to pass it underneath. And it's stolen away by Bullock, but ends up going out of bounds. 2:07 left to go here in the second, 21-13. Pioneer with the lead. That will be inbounded, grabbed by Yuan. It's it over to Reichert. Reichert dishes it back to Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones into the paint. Off the back of the rim, fell off. Now that rebounded by Yuan. That wouldn't go. Popped up back there by Reichert. She'll get it to go and one. Reichert with 7 points. Powell picks up her second foul. McEwen has 3 fouls. Powell with 2. Jordan Davis with 2. Reichert trying to make it a 3-point play. Off the back of the rim, wouldn't go. Rebound pulled down by Skyline, put up. That falls off the near the far side of the rim. Kicked all the way back out, grabbing it. Pombus. Trying to get it underneath as that will be a jump ball. Possession arrow points Pioneers' way. 1 minute, 53 seconds left to go before halftime as that ball stuck up there. As I think they'll need a second ball to knock that away. So Tom gets us another ball, and the official will try and, wow, that got real stuck. that took 2 shots to knock that around as it got in between the rim and the glass. Bullock inbounds. Here comes Powell down the far side of the court. Pressure in the backcourt by Skyline. Bounce pass. That ahead to Cortina underneath to Grecken. Grecken puts it up and in. Grecken with her first points of the game, 23 to 15 Pioneer. Skyline quickly the other way underneath and put up a little too strong by Palm Boost. Rebound underneath, and there's a foul. 1 minute, 31 seconds left to go.
Foul number 32, Abby Ewan.
So Yuan picks up her third foul, if I have that correctly. So Yuan with 3 fouls, Strauss with 2. Again, on the Pioneer side, it's McEwen with 3, Powell with 2, and Jordan Davis with 2. Bullock at the line trying to extend the lead. She can make it a 10-point lead. Bullock bends the knees, puts it up, puts it in, nothing but net on that one. Bullock has 7 points. Trying to make it 8. Lovelace comes in for Skyline. Bullock alternating knees, spins the ball. Now Bullock bends them both, puts it up, puts it in, nothing but net on that one as well. 8 points for Bullock, 25 to 15. Pioneer up by 10. Here comes Skyline the other direction with 1 minute, 25 seconds before halftime. That off the glass wouldn't go. Pioneer the other direction and a whistle. That is going to put Pioneer to the line. So Jane Jordan picks up the foul. Powell to the line. Powell bends her knees, puts it up. Front, back of the rim and in. Powell with her first point of the game. And a couple really close three-pointers that have not gone as of yet. Second shot up off the back of the rim, high, bouncing in. So Powell gets both, gets the pair, and that makes it 27 to 15. Pioneer with the lead. As Wernemount comes in for Pioneer. Skyline with the ball, 1 minute, 16 seconds left to go before halftime. Down by 12, quickly ahead to Riker. Riker racing down the paint, passes it off underneath and down to the court hard, but popping up. As that was June Jordan. She'll go to the line.
42, Zoe Grecken.
So Grecken picks up her first foul. Both teams in the bonus. Up and in. So June Jordan with her third point trying to make it 4. She can get it back to a 10-point lead by Pioneer. June Jordan puts it up and in. June Jordan with 4 points, stolen away, put up, rolls all the way around and down. June Jordan again, stolen again, put up and in. As that one was by Giannis. Pioneer having some trouble with the inbound pass. Timeout call by Pioneers. They want to talk it over. 52.4 seconds left to go. Pioneer had a 12-point lead, but a couple of free throws and 2 stolen passes that got put in, and it's 27 to 24, a 6-point lead by Pioneer, but Skyline cutting into that lead heavily. So Pioneer wants to talk things over, wants to make the most out of this last 52.4 seconds before halftime. Hartley, Rayford Isom, Jordan Davis, and Powell out there for Pioneer, as well as Michael Davis. Now Powell brings the head over midcourt. Powell looking over to the left. Now Powell picks up the dribble, gets it over to Jordan Davis coming down the far sideline. Jordan Davis underneath to Hartley. Hartley has it on the baseline. Kick right back on the near wing to Powell. Powell thought about it. Now Powell comes top of the key. Powell coming down the near side of the paint, trying to get through a couple defenders. She ends up down on the court.
Foul is on Skyline, the 30, Jordan.
So June Jordan Second foul, Powell to the line. Bends the knees, puts it up, puts it in. Powell with her third point, trying to make it 4. Powell looks up, bends the knees as that rims off. Rebound grab by Hartley. Battle for it is tipped away. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points Pioneer's way. Pioneer with the ball, 28-21. So 7-point lead by Pioneer with 24.4 seconds left to go before halftime. Powell inbounding baseline left. That tipped away, knocked away. Racing ahead is Riker. Riker coming down the far side of the paint. Riker puts it up, rolls off the front of the rim, pulled down but grabbed by June Jordan. June Jordan puts that up off the near side of the glass, rolls off to the far side. Coming ahead with it now, here comes Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis onto the far wing, launches all the way to Powell. Powell for 3. Off the rim, off to the far side, pulled down by Rayford Isom. She puts it up but gets fouled with 0.4 seconds left to go.
Foul is on Skyline for 21, Sadie Jordan.
So Sadie Jordan picks up her second foul. Rayford Isom to the line, shooting 2.
Riley Rayford Isom, shooting at the line.
Up, off the rim and falls off to the near side. Tough luck miss. One more coming for Rayford Isom. Bends the knees, puts it up, puts it in. That is 3 points for Rayford Isom, and that will do it for the first half. So at the end of the first half, it is 29 for Pioneer, 21 for Skyline, 8-point lead for Pioneer going in as we'll play a few messages from the MHSAA, and then we'll be back and go over each of the different players' scoring.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Let's take a brief moment and talk about the what each player has scored thus far. As taking a look at Pioneer, leading Pioneer, and as a matter of fact, leading all scorers is Jordan Davis with 9 points. Bullock has 8 points, 4 points for Michael Davis, 3 points for Powell, 3 points for Rayford Isom, and 3 points for Greckin. On the other side, it is 7 points for Riker, 6 points for Jane Jordan, 2 points for Palm Boost, 2 points for Giannis, and 3 points for Sadie Jordan. So they're taking a look at the fouls. For Pioneer, McEwen has 3 fouls, 2 fouls on Jordan Davis, 2 fouls on Powell, 1 on Cortina, 1 on Hartley, 1 on Bullock, 1 on Rayford Isom, and 1 on Grecken. On the other side, 3 on Ewan, 2 on Strauss, 2 on Sadie Jordan, 1 on Lovelace, 2 on Jane Jordan, and 1 on Reichert. So that's where we're at. Coming up, taking a look at what's happening coming up with these 2 teams here. Is Pioneer will be playing on the 20th as they will be at Swartz Creek High School as they'll play Flushing for the MLK Showcase at Swartz Creek. So Pioneer will battle Flushing there. Then they'll be away on the 24th at Dexter High School. It's a 7 p.m. game on the 27th. On the 29th, they'll be at Lincoln. On the 30th, they'll be at Temperance Bedford. Until they're finally home versus Huron on the 4th of February. They're away at Monroe on the 6th of February, home versus Saline on the 12th of February, away at Skyline on the 13th. 2 home games on the 18th of February and 21st on February versus Dexter Novi, and they finish off on the road at Adrian. Taking a look, maybe not going quite as far out, but taking a look at what's up on the schedule for Skyline. They will be on the 22nd away at Jackson High School. That will be a 6 p.m. game. The 7 p.m. game on the 24th. That will be hosting Monroe. Then they'll host Saline at Skyline, 7 p.m. on the 29th of this month. On the 31st of this month, they'll be hosting Ypsilanti Lincoln. On the 4th of February, they will be away at Dexter. On the 7th of February, they'll be home to host Temperance Bedford. On the 11th, they'll be home versus Huron High School. They will be home versus Pioneer. That will be the 13th. And then they'll away at Monroe on February 18th. February 21st, they host Pinckney at home. And then away at Saline on the 25th and away at Ferndale on the 27th. So a couple things happening out there. As the officials back out here, both squads gathered up, taking a look as both coaching staffs trying to give a little bit of advice heading into this all-important second half into the third quarter. And we're super grateful for you for joining us, cheering for whichever team you are cheering for out there. You can always watch these games on demand. If you miss it, just go out to arborbroadcasting.com. You can click and see all of our prior games. If you want to look for a particular team, click on the menu up at the top and you'll see a lot of our teams we have listed down there that you can pick and choose. So then you can see just that team's games. So I think I have the past 2 or 3 years out there currently. At some point I need to clean that up because I'm getting hit with storage fees, but thus far we have it all the way out there. So we're counting down. About 2 seconds, 1 second, there we go. There's the buzzer. Pioneer is out onto the court. Rayford Isom with Bullock, Michael Davis, Jordan Davis, and Powell. On the other side for the Eagles, it is Yuan out there with Reichert, as well as June Jordan. Pulled up, and then in the near corner, that's going to be Palm Boost. So right here, throwing it around is June Jordan. June Jordan gets it over onto the far wing. Spinning with it back over there is Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan back over to Yuan. Yuan working her way around the three-point line. Gets it right back over to Palm Boost, top of the key. Palm Boost back over to Reichert. Reichert comes to the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath and ends up a jump ball that will go Pioneer's way as bounce pass. Pioneer able to get their hands on it and make the jump ball happen. 7:35 left to go here in the third. Pioneer up 29-21 with the ball. Powell over midcourt coming on to the near wing. Powell hands off to Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom trying to get to the middle of the court over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis gets it right to the free throw line for Michael Davis. Michael Davis hands off to Powell. Powell on the near wing. Powell out there being watched by Yuan. Powell gets a screen, dribbles to her left, trying to get it underneath to Michael Davis. Knocked away. Bullock trying to get to it. Now pulled away by Michael Davis. And there's a three-pointer by Jordan Davis blocked as she took that shot from the near wing. Whistle as that goes out of bounds. 7:04 left to go. It is going to be a inbound by Powell on the near sideline. Powell lofts it all the way back. Jordan Davis, top of the key, down the near side of the paint. All the way over onto the far side. That put up, off the rim by Powell, pulled down. Jordan Davis trying to get to it, but that out of bounds. That'll be knocked away by Skyline, and Skyline not pleased with that call, but Powell with it. Powell looking to her left, gets it all the way out. Jordan Davis, top of the key, down into the paint. Jordan Davis dishes it off to Bullock, who gets fouled as she goes to the, tries to go up for the shot.
Sideline foul number 3, Jane Jordan.
Jane Jordan picks up her third foul. First foul of the quarter for either of these two teams, but Bullock was in the act of shooting, so she'll go to the line. Bullock alternating the legs now, bends both of them, puts it up. Off the back, the side of the rim, the glass would not go. Falls off to the near side. One more coming for Bullock. Bullock spins the ball. Bends the knees, puts it up. And off the back of the rim and in. So Bullock has 9 points as she and Jordan Davis tied with the game high. 30-21, 9-point lead by Pioneers, 6:51 left to go here in the third. Ball brought ahead by Reichert over midcourt. Reichert for the Eagles puts it over onto the near wing for Palm Boost. Palm Boost trying to get it into the paint. That ball out of bounds. Pioneers ball. As valiant attempt back there by Palm Boost, but she just couldn't keep it in. Bullock inbounds it. Powell bringing ahead for Pioneer. They have the 9-point lead and the ball. Powell over midcourt. Powell over onto the near wing. Hands it off to Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom. Bounce pass over now. Jordan Davis coming down the near sideline. Jordan Davis to the top of the key. Dishes it off to Rayford Isom in the far corner. Rayford Isom right in front of Coach Hicks. Back over top of the key for Powell. Powell looks to her left. Now works her way over onto the far sideline. Powell dishes it off. Rayford Isom up to the hole. Wouldn't go. As that ball foul on the rebound. It's going to be Skyline's ball.
Number 0.
So Michael Davis picks up her first foul. First Pioneer foul this period. Pioneer 30, Skyline 21, 6:03 left to go in the third. Ball held on by Skyline. They bounce it, stolen away as Rayford Isom tries to tip it away. Ball down as Reichert moves it over. Now bounce pass underneath that, up and in by Sadie Jordan. So Sadie Jordan, she now has 5 points, and it's 30-23. Pioneer by 7 with the ball. Powell into the near corner, 5:40 left to go. Down the near side of the paint. Michael Davis trying to put it up as traveling the call. And ball will go over to Skyline with 5:35 left to go here in the third.
The ball will go to Skyline.
So Sadie Jordan inbound, baseline right. 5:35 left to go before the end of the third. Reichert brings it ahead over midcourt. Reichert. Powell picks her up there. Now Lovelace over on the far sideline. Lovelace bounce pass over to Giannis. Trying to knock that down. That tip by Bullock, but picked up by Reichert. Reichert gets it right back over to Giannis. Giannis bounce pass, top of the key. Reichert for 3, and that goes in. Reichert now with 9 points. She has the game high tie with Jordan Davis and Bullock. 30-26, 4-point game now. As close as it's been since the first quarter. Jordan Davis, top of the key, into the near corner for Bullock. Bullock down the near baseline, into the far corner. Powell for 3. Oh, rims out. Tough luck miss. Michael Davis with the rebound. Michael Davis puts it up. Off the glass, wouldn't go. Gets her own rebound. Up and in. Michael Davis with 6 points. 32-26. Pioneer with a 6-point lead. 4:37 left to go in the third. Skyline with the ball. Reichert over midcourt. Reichert over on the far sideline to Lovelace into the paint. Reichert bounce passes on the baseline. Trying to put that back up with Strauss. That will be a travel, I believe.
Now, there's a timeout, 30 seconds.
So timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll play a little push on and be right back. .25 left to go here in the third. Pioneer up 32-26. So Pioneer with the ball, they'll inbound. Baseline left is Michael Davis. Will bring it inbound. Michael Davis over to Powell. Powell brings the head for Pioneer up the middle of the court. Powell over half court, picked up there by Reichert. Powell calling out signals. Now dribbles, gets it over on the near wing to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis on the near sideline. Jordan Davis all the way across, trying to get it to Bullock as she was arching across and just a little high, goes out of bounds. That will be Skyline's ball. 4:05 left to go here in the third. Skyline will inbound right in front of the Pioneer bench. Gets it over to Reichert. Reichert, full court pressure in the backcourt by Pioneer. Tipped by Powell, out of bounds. Almost hit Coach Webster over there. Skyline inbounds all the way back. Bullock trying to get her hands on it, but Giannis moves it ahead. Now Reichert with it, top of the key. Reichert gets a little bit of room, 5 feet off of the three-point line, moves it over to Giannis. Giannis on the near wing. It's it back over and not able to hold it in as a toss over to Jane Jordan, and she just wasn't expecting it to be a little behind her. That's Pioneer's ball. Michael Davis inbounds it. 3:42 left to go here in the third. 32-26 Pioneer. Love to extend the lead a little bit here. Powell with it on the near wing. Powell picks up her pass, or picks up the dribble, gets it over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, top of the key. Now into the near corner, Powell with it. Powell through traffic, off the glass, little too strong. Trying to pull it down is Bullock, and tipped and out of bounds. That will be Pioneer's ball. Went off the Skyline. 3:19 left to go here in the third. As Kakarla comes in for Skyline. Jordan Davis inbound, baseline right, back over to Powell on the far sideline, right in front of the coaching bench. Now Michael Davis puts it up, rolls around and in. Wanted to sit on the back of that rim for a little second, but that went down. That's 8 points for Michael Davis. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. It's Pioneer 34, Skyline 26. Full court pressure by Pioneer. They move it over to Sadie Davis. Bounce pass over. Sadie Davis tries to launch it over to Kakarla. Kakarla back over, up, and Sadie Davis gets it knocked away. Ball back. Skyline with it. Over to Kakarla, top of the key. She lifts it over to Lovelace. Lovelace back over to Reichert. Reichert trying to come down the paint. Now kick back, top of the key, right back over to Lovelace. Lovelace down the near side of the paint. And put down, and that is going to be out of bounds. Pioneer ball. 2:30 left to go here in the third. Michael Davis will inbound. Pioneer up by 8 points, trying to get it back to a 10-point game. 2:28 left to go here in the third. Powell brings it ahead for Pioneer over midcourt. Powell picked up back over there by Reichert. Powell coming down the far sideline. Powell bounce pass, top of the key for Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis on the near wing, comes top of the key. Jordan Davis gets a good screen by McEwen. Hands off to Bullock. Bullock underneath to Michael Davis. Michael Davis, there's McEwen, puts it up. And just over to the near side. Michael Davis up, wouldn't go. Battle for it as that ball pulled up by Skyline. They have it in their backcourt. Now Jane Jordan trying to move it ahead. Hold back. Down on the near wing. That'll go out. Jane Jordan had it and just a little ball got a little bit away through traffic, and that will be Pioneer's ball. Kakarla goes out for a rest. 1 minute 50 seconds left to go here in the third. 34-26, Pioneer with the lead. Powell wasn't expecting it, but gets it there. Powell over midcourt. Powell comes on to the near wing. Powell. Near sideline, trying to work against Reichert. Powell over to Michael Davis on the near side of the paint. Back into the near corner. Rayford Isom down the baseline. Up that off of the rim. Falls down to the near side. Here comes Skyline. Racing ahead with it is Yuan. Yuan onto the far corner from the elbow. That put up. Wouldn't go. Back over there for Reichert. Whistle. Out of bounds. That goes over to Pioneer with 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go here in the third. Powell brings it ahead. Right up the middle of the court. Powell over half court. Reichert comes over to watch her. Now on the far sideline, Jordan Davis. Over to Michael Davis in the far corner. Michael Davis. Over Jordan Davis at the free throw line. Now over on the near wing. Jordan Davis. Over to Powell. Powell for a long three-pointer. Oh, that rims out to the near side. Michael Davis trying to get to it. Took a weird bounce. That picked up, and here comes Skyline the other direction, down by 8 with 50 seconds left to go in the third. Reichert has it on the near wing. Gets to the free throw line. Dishes it off. Back over to Sadie Davis, or Sadie Jordan. Put in. That rolls right off as Yuan. Put it up, wouldn't go. Here comes Pioneer the other direction. Jordan Davis coming down. She gets fouled going to the basket. That will be in the active shooting. So Jordan Davis goes to the line. 32.7 seconds left to go here in the third. Jordan Davis to the line. She grabs it there. Bends the knees. Eyes the rim. Puts it up. Oof. Again, tough luck miss off the back of the rim and just kind of fell off to the far side. Rocha in for Skyline. Jordan Davis. One more shot coming, trying to get it to a 9-point lead. That up and falls off to the near side. Skyline with it, down by 8. 29 seconds left to go in the third. Full court pressure again by Pioneer as Jane Davis brings it over midcourt. Jane Davis. And on the far wing is Bazzani. Has it there, Bazzani. Right on the blockades, Bazzani. On the far sideline. Now that picked up, flipped right back over by Sadie Jordan. Back on the near wing, handing off. Now trying to come in with it. Jane Jordan up, rattles around, wouldn't go, falls off to the near side. Boy, there's been a couple tough luck misses as that looked to just sit on the end of the rim, would not go. Instead on the back of the rim and fall off. So 34-26, that is where we are at. So both squads have scored 5 points in that third period. So again, really ratcheted down in the JV contest. It was all of 2 points for both squads. 5 points for both squads in the third here. So 34-26. Let's step away, play a little bit of message from the MHSAA, and we will be right back.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Skyline looking to inbound on the near sideline as Sadie Jordan inbounds it, gets it over to Reichert. Reichert over midcourt. Reichert, top of the key, working against Jordan Davis. Reichert over onto the near wing, over to Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan trying to put it up. That blocked by Rayford Isom. Ball down, trying to get to it, still loose. Right, Rayford Isom with it. That pulled away. Sadie Jordan gets it back, and there's a three-pointer put up by Palmboos. So Palmboos with 5 points. 7:26 left to go. 34-29. 5-point lead for Pioneer here in the fourth. Powell has it for Pioneer. Powell coming down the near sideline. Powell on the near wing and working away around the three-point arc. Powell steps back. Pressure back there by Riker. Powell trying to split a pair. That a little too strong off the glass. Coming the other direction. Here comes Jane Jordan. Jane Jordan down the near side of the paint. That goes out of bounds. Pioneer ball. 7 minutes even left to go here in the fourth. 34-29. 5-point lead for Pioneer. Hartley inbounds it to Powell. Powell for Pioneer over midcourt. Reichert has her there. Reichert steps up to provide pressure. Powell coming on the near wing. Powell kicks it top of the key. Over to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis down the near sideline. Jordan Davis. Collision. That's going to be a charge on Jordan Davis. That is her third foul, according to my list. That is not official. 6:44 left to go here in the fourth. 5-point game. Skyline looking to get it down to a 3-point game. Riker moves it ahead. Grabbed by Lovelace. Lovelace over midcourt. Lovelace watched by Jordan Davis. McEwen trying to steal it away as Sadie Davis, that up and in. Or Sadie Jordan, excuse me, forgive me. Jordan Davis, and then it's just messing me up. So Sadie Jordan with it there. On the near wing. Powell with it. Powell gets it. McEwen, top of the key. McEwen comes over onto the far wing. That knocked away. Reichert trying to get to it. Reichert and Powell battling. Reichert has it, trying to get it. It's a 3-point game. Skyline can get to a 1-point game or tie it. 5:57 left to go. That on the far wing. Working over there is Lovelace. Lovelace double teamed. Yuan trying to get to it. That pulled away by McEwen. McEwen over to Powell. Here comes Pioneer up by 3 over midcourt. Powell over on the near wing now comes right on the blockades. Over to Jordan Davis on the far wing. Jordan Davis gets it into the far corner for Hartley. Hartley has it tipped away but gets it back. Hartley, pressure coming, and that is going to be a foul. So Sadie Jordan picks up her third foul. 5:30 left to go here, 34-31. Pioneer with the 3-point lead. Skyline trying to make it close, making it tough here in the late game. Jordan Davis inbound right in front of her own bench. Jordan Davis. And over to Michael Davis. Michael Davis back to Jordan Davis. Now into the far corner. Bullock with it. Bullock into the paint. Puts it up. And falls a little short, but Jordan Davis gets the rebound to Powell. Powell over to the near elbow. Rayford Isom for a 3, and she hits it. Off glass and in. Rayford Isom now has 6 points. Huge three-pointer, making it 37-31. Skyline quickly the other way. Reichert has it with 5:06 left to go in the fourth. Reichert, top of the key, now steps back, gets a little room to work. Moves it over on the near wing to Lovelace. Lovelace, back top of the key, over to June Jordan. June Jordan, over to Reichert. Reichert on the near wing. Reichert trying to get it to June Jordan, top of the free throw line. Head off the back of the rim, pulled down by Rayford Isom. Rayford Isom, and over to Powell. Powell, over half court. Pioneer with the 6-point lead. 4:40 left to go here in the fourth. Powell over to Jordan Davis on the far sideline. Now Bullock has it for Pioneer. Bullock over to the far elbow. Now top of the key for Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis comes down the near side of the paint. Over to Rayford Isom. That block, but she gets it back. Powell on the near wing with it. 4:20 left to go. Powell bounce pass, top of the key. Bullock puts it up for 3. That comes off to the near side. Pulled down by Skyline. Triple team gets it over to Lovelace. And ball ahead down the far sideline. Jane Jordan brings it ahead. Launched over. Now Ewan trying to come into the paint. Put up. That's going to be a foul on Michael Davis as she tried to get there, stand tall, but her momentum took her body right into Palm Boost, and Palm Boost will go to the line with 4 minutes left to go. So Michael Davis picks up, I believe that's her second foul. Palm Boost toes the line. Puts it up off the back of the rim, falls to the near side. Stays a 6-point lead. Palm Boost able to get it over to a 5-point lead. Strauss back in for Skyline. One more shot coming for Palm Boost. Up, and that is in. So Palm Boost now has 6 points. It's a 5-point game, 37-32. Pioneer with the ball. They call timeout. They want to talk it over. Let's play a little push on to get you fired up, the team fired up, and everybody fired up for the last 3 minutes and 53 seconds of the fourth.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which could only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
3 minutes, 53 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer with the ball and the 5-point lead. Pioneer had it up to an 8-point lead. I think they had it up to a 10-point lead at one point. Skyline has really worked it down. Now here comes underneath, up to Bullock. Wouldn't hit on the near side, the far side of the rim. Bullock trying to tip it back in, but that out of bounds over to Skyline with 3:45 left to go. Jane Jordan to inbound it, baseline right. Bounce pass over, lifting it ahead was Strauss. Rayford Isom trying to knock it away, that goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay Skyline ball. Lovelace will inbound it just between the Pioneer bench and the scorer's table. 3:41 left to go. Lovelace gets it over that to Sadie Jordan. Sadie Jordan over to Reichert. Reichert, top of the key. Reichert gets a screen from Jane Jordan. Reichert comes right back top of the key. Over on the near wing as that's over to Palm Boost. Foul is that's going to be a foul on Powell. Powell picks up her third foul. Third foul by Pioneer, only one by Skyline. Reichert has it coming over onto the far side. On the far wing, Rayford Isom watching her. And grab up. Now Lovelace right on the blockades, working against Bullock. Bounce pass on the near wing. As Jane Jordan trying to get it, that pulled away. Coming ahead with it, Michael Davis over onto the near wing for Powell. 3:06 left to go. Pioneer by 5. They have the ball. Powell has it just inside of the blockades. Powell dribbles to her left, comes over onto the far wing. Powell now trying to dish it off. Jordan Davis putting it up. Now back to Rayford Isom into the paint. High off the glass, hit the rim. Fell off to the near side. Would not go, but a whistle underneath.
Foul number 3.
And it's going to be on Jane Jordan. She picks up her fourth foul.
Jane Jordan.
3 on Pioneer, 2 on Skyline. Rayford Isom to the line. First one is up and good. Nothing but net. Rayford Isom with 7 points. An opportunity to get to 8. 6-point game, trying to make it 7. Rattles in at home. Rayford Isom with 8 points, and it's 39-32. Pioneer with the lead. Under 3 minutes left to go. Skyline quickly ahead. Moved underneath as that's put up by Jane Jordan and in. So Jane Jordan now has 8 points, and it's 39-34. Back to a 5-point lead. 2:34 left to go here as Powell has it on the far wing for Pioneer. Underneath and put up and in for Jordan Davis. So good pass going in. Jordan Davis puts it up and in. That gives her a game high 11 points. Foul. That's a third foul on Skyline. So that puts Jordan Davis up for a old-fashioned three-point play. Up and in. Jordan Davis with 12 points. Back to that's an 8-point lead. Coming ahead with it. Traveling the call. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. 2:21 left to go. 42-34. Pioneer with the 8-point lead as Powell brings it in for Pioneer. Pioneer in no hurry, no shot clock in Michigan high school basketball. Reichert comes over to pick up Powell. Now Michael Davis looked to be setting a screen. Powell comes over onto the near wing. Powell dishes it off. That knocked away, coming the other direction. Here comes Skyline as Sadie Davis knocked it away. Reichert coming down the near side of the paint. Back over to Jane Davis, now to the free throw line. And brought back by Lovelace. Lovelace over to Reichert. Reichert into the near corner. Reichert gets it back in the paint. Reichert trying to spin down, puts it up. Off glass, wouldn't go. Pioneer with the rebound. 1:38 left to go. Skyline pulls it off the ground, but here comes Rayford Isom all the way down. Bullock has it. Bullock down the baseline. Bullock trying to put it up and in. And I believe that was a charge on Pioneer. So Bullock picks up the foul. That's her second foul. Timeout called. 90 ticks of the clock left. 8-point lead by Pioneer. Skyline trying to chip into that lead. It was an 8-point lead at the end of the first, 8-point lead at the end of the second, and 8-point lead at the end of the third. So it has been about that the whole time. Skyline's gotten it down to 3, but have not been able to get it any closer. They're going to try and do that now. So both of these squads getting last moment instructions from their coaching staff. We appreciate you rooting for either of these teams and cheering for them wherever you are at. We are very, very grateful. Appreciate being back here. We're coming close to our 1000th Arbor Broadcasting broadcast. Started in 2016, and we are at this point, I believe it's after these two games, 16 away from our 1000th broadcast. It's exciting. Done over 700 Pioneer broadcasts. We'll hit 750 for Pioneer either later in this year or early next year. In those calendar years, or school years, excuse me. Inbounded by Sadie Jordan, pulled away. Pioneer with the steal, coming down. Bullock down the baseline into the paint. Now Jordan Davis puts it up off the side of the rim in the glass, pulled down. Sadie Jordan had it. There is a whistle underneath with 1 minute 18 seconds left to go. Bullock is down on her knee. Now she gets up. 3 fouls on Pioneer, 3 fouls on Skyline. Skyline with the ball as they'll inbound. Sadie Jordan on the baseline right. Bullock trying to watch the inbound pass. That got inbounded to Reichert. Reichert quickly ahead. Here comes Skyline. Bounce pass as traveling call. Pioneer ball. 1:13 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer with the 8-point lead.
Now in for Skyline number 32, Abby Ewan.
Bullock to inbound. Yuan in for Skyline. Now bringing it ahead. Powell has it. Powell on the near sideline. Powell trying to work away from Yuan. Powell on that far sideline. Powell gets it over to Michelle Davis. Michelle Davis tipped right back out to Powell. Now Rayford Isom on the near wing. Under a minute to go. Ball underneath in the paint. Michael, as that's going to be a foul there as Michael Davis had it. 53.6 seconds left to go. Yuan picks up her 4th foul. 4 fouls on Pioneer, 4 fouls on Skyline, so any additional fouls will result in free throws. Now, inbound, baseline right by Powell. That up grab as that put up by Michael Davis over Powell underneath, stolen away. Clock's not going. Now it goes 52 seconds left into the paint, trying to pull it away. Rayford Isom with it. Pioneer with the ball. They have the 8-point lead. 44 seconds left to go. Powell fouled in the backcourt. So that is going to be the 5th foul. Pioneer with 5 fouls and Skyline with 5 fouls. So anything now is going to result in free throws. Powell to the line as she can make this a 10-point game, making this difficult for Skyline. Powell toes the line, bends the knees, puts it up. Off the glass and in. Powell with 4 points, all free throws. Now, the officials talking things over. I don't know if there was an issue with the clock not starting really quickly. It'd be a second or so. But clock operator talking to the officials across the way at the scorer's bench. Also with the scorebook, the Skyline scorebook keeper over, she was talking to the Pioneer scorebook keeper. Looked like there might have been a little confusion between the two. So the reason why you have two people doing it, well, because they both, both teams want to keep their own book as well, but so you can compare them and figure out what's going on there. So I'm going to talk things over, make sure we get things right in the last 42.7 seconds left to go. At this point, it is a 7-point, 9. I can do basic math. It's a 9-point lead. As they continue to talk, Coach Lee comes over to try and figure out and address things. Third official still by the scorer's bench. Now they'll so Powell with one more shot coming. She can make it an even 10-point game with 42.7 seconds left to go. Looks like they got everything taken care of over at the scorer's bench. Or the scorer's table. One shot left. She made the first one, looking to put the second one in off the back of the rim, trying to pull it down. Skyline with the ball, 40 seconds left to go. Coming down the far side is Jane Jordan. Jane Jordan off. There's a three-pointer off the back of the rim by Sadie Jordan, pulled down by Pioneers. Bullock has it in the backcourt. Bullock picked up the dribble, gets it back over to Powell. Powell coming down, but there's a foul as no shot clock with 24.2 seconds left to go. Skyline had no choice but to foul. I believe that is the 5th foul on Jane Jordan, so she will have to leave as Kakarla comes in to replace Jane Jordan. Powell to the line. Get an opportunity to make it up to an 11-point lead. Powell bends the knees, puts it up. Off the back of the rim, high up, wouldn't go. One more coming with 24.2 seconds left to go. Powell spins the ball, bends the knees, eyes the rim, puts it up. That off the back of the rim again. Tough luck miss. Reichert coming the other direction. Skyline only down by 9. Reichert coming over onto the far wing. Reichert into the far corner. Both trying to watch that. Knocked down. Now coming to the free throw line. And put up by Reichert. Pulled down by Powell. 7 seconds left. Pioneer has it as Skyline will call off the fouls, and that will do it. Pioneer with the win. Pioneer wins it 43-34. Taking a look at your scores out there for Pioneer, it was Jordan Davis with 12 points, 9 points for Bullock, 8 points for Rayford Isom, 8 points for Michael Davis, 4 points for Powell, 2 points for Grecken. Over on the other side, it was 9 points for Reichert, 8 points for Jane Jordan, 7 points for Sadie Jordan, 6 for Palmbus, and 2 for Giannis. For my camera person, James Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. We have the weekend off. So thank you very much. We'll see you action next week. We'll put out a little tweet and put out what action we're covering next week. But looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Have a wonderful Martin Luther King Day on Monday. And always good to celebrate what that man has done. Thank you very much. My name is Mark Wiseman. Have a wonderful evening. Take care and good night. Have a great weekend, everybody.